Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. How is everybody today on this Wednesday? Let me get situated here. I'm still filming with my camera, and I'm trying to get used to being able to film with my camera, and so I don't take up the space on my phone. We work with what we have till we can do something different. For those of you who do not know who I am KITRYN Marie. I'm an artist, a writer, a speaker, a life and a business coach. I reside in St. Louis, Missouri. I teach creative-minded women how they can take their gifts, their talents, and go to market, take their crafts, talents, gifts, and make money online. I teach women how to find their confidence, how to tap into their God-given skills and talents, and showcase what they are capable of doing where most people don't even know that they have it in them. It takes 15 seconds of incredible, crazy bravery to do something different that you wouldn't automatically do. That 15 seconds of showing a talent, a gift that somebody doesn't even know that you have in you. I come from a family of singers. I come from a family of entertainers, and my voice was always stifled. I was always very, very fearful of being judged, being criticized, and being compared to my mom. Later on in life, my sister, as she sang in a band for, I believe, 2 decades here in St. Louis, a pretty popular band, I was always compared to her, not as a vocalist, because nobody knew that I could even really carry a tune, but they would always be like, oh, you're Beth's sister, not anybody ever knowing what my gift or talent was. So as I'm sitting here talking to you about 15 seconds of incredible, crazy bravery, all morning long I've been like singing Janis Joplin. I kind of connect with Janis Joplin. She was an enigma. She was somebody outside of her own time and realm, so misunderstood, so judged and criticized. And I thought this morning, if I'm going to talk to you about 15 seconds of crazy bravery, what could I do that would allow you to understand the multifacets that we as women have and are, and the many talents that we know that are within us, but we are so afraid to use. So pardon my indulgence at the moment. Don't know what my voice is going to do. It's not often I film myself singing, but if I'm going to be teaching and talking about 15 seconds of crazy bravery, let's see if I can do this. We're going to be judged and criticized one way or the other, so you might as well be the truest to who you are and to who your soul and your core is. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches, I must make amends. Worked hard all my life with no help from my friends. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? 15 seconds of crazy bravery. That's what I ask of all of my creative-minded women who want to start a business. Somewhere in your core, somewhere in your soul, you know you have a gift and a talent that you want to share, that you want to be able to let people know what your gift and what the talent is and how you can go online, how you can face people in public and allow them to know what you do. If you do not ever say your name, talk about what your gift, your talent is, what your product is, what your service is, nobody's ever going to know who you are. In the last 2 years, when I decided I was going to brand my name KITRYN Marie, I completely went from an industry that I had worked in all of my life and just threw everything I knew into going online, creating my art, taking care of my t-shirts, teaching classes, starting a line of totes, graphic mugs, picking up different products that I could sell, because I wanted people to understand, especially my creative group, my women that I teach, how important it is that when you have a gift and you have an idea, to be able to put it on paper, to be able to tell people. You know, that elevator speech isn't necessarily necessary anymore, but when people ask what you do for a living, if you do not speak up, if you are not brave, if you cannot go forward and say who you are and what your product is and what you represent and what you believe, people will never know, they will never buy, they will never understand. You know, our voices get so stifled from fear. Growing up, having such an anxiety disorder, having post-traumatic stress disorder for a good part of my life, and all the years that I wanted to sing and I wanted to be on stage, that was that inner voice, that fear. And anybody who suffers from anxiety, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That fear that catches your breath, where you have no voice, that chakra that gets clogged, because there's so many things you want to do and you say, but you're so afraid of being judged. You're so afraid of being criticized. You know, in that long-term relationship that I was in, I was trying out for a band. And the guy that I was trying out for, he was an accomplished saxophone player from SIU Edwardsville. Rob Cunningham was his name. And I was trying out for his band that he had. And the person that I was involved with, he said, "Why do you need to go do that?" And I thought to myself, well, I would like to see if I'm capable of doing it. And he said, "Well, I'll just go with you." And I said, "I don't need you to go with me. This is my thing. I'm trying to do it all on my own." Because when you go out on that limb, you were being so brave. And the fear already of what you were getting yourself involved with, but the fear of somebody who really knows you, seeing what you were capable of doing, opens up a whole Pandora's box. And from there it went to, well, what are you doing that you don't want me to see? And it wasn't a matter of me not wanting him to see what I was doing, but it was a matter of, let me perfect what I think I know how to do before I can show it to you. And in these last couple years, as I have been showcasing all of my different arts and all of my different talents, teaching my women that we start out with an idea and we implement the idea little at a time. Just like a sports player, you know, they get on the field, they don't know what they're doing automatically. It takes time to develop. When I started painting, I knew about color, I knew how to mix colors, I knew that I could draw, and it took a long time to establish, to create momentum where I'm able to teach. And it takes a while to find that bravery, to find your voice, to be able to talk to people about what you do and not sell yourself short for the talents and the gifts that you have. Right now, I have open enrollment in all of my classes here in St. Louis, Missouri for my coaching group, and the prices are going to be going up mid-September. But if you're in the St. Louis, Missouri area and you are looking for a business coaching session for creative-minded women that have this crazy entrepreneurial spirit, it is $65 for 2 hours. If you would like to talk to me online, it is $35 for 1 hour. You can email me up to 4 questions at $10 a question at KITRYNMARIE@gmail.com. All payments through paypal.me/KITRYN MARIE. If you are interested in any of my art classes, go over to kmgraphicapparellandart.weebly.com. My t-shirts, I have a variety of t-shirts that are for sale. I'm getting ready to work on my blessing box for September. The saying on the t-shirt is Jesus drank wine. You are getting a graphic tee, a graphic tote, You are getting one of my handmade bracelets. You are getting one of my favorite soaps. You're getting a planner. You're getting a Brain Tease book and a very fancy pen, all for the cost of $125 for the blessing box. It is a value of $175. All orders must be in no later than August 25th in order for you to receive it for September. There will not be another box till November, and then there will be a whole other series of things that will go in that blessing box. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear how you have taken 15 seconds out of your life to become crazy brave, to do something so out of the box, out of the ordinary, that people who know you would never know that you had that talent within you. For those of you, again, I am KITRYN MARIE. I'm an artist, a writer, a speaker, a life, and a business coach. I reside in St. Louis, Missouri. You know, for today and for always, be happy, be blessed, be thankful for all the wonderful things that come into your life. Fate does turn on a dime, and you need to decide what side of that coin you want to be on. Lord, I thank you. I thank you for all the gifts and all the talents. So from me to you, to him, you take care, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye-bye.